Hi, hello. So, as we are coming towards the long May weekend here in Ireland, I would like to invite you to try a totally different version of Self Care Sunday. So, Self Care Sunday redefined, because what comes to mind when you think about Self Care Sunday? Like for most of us, what we usually start to think about is doing something nice for ourselves. Yes, so like an easy breakfast in bed, or a long walk in the park or along the beach, a bath with essential oils, um, or a visit to a spa. And all of these are really nice self care ideas, right? Uh, but sometimes what comes out of this is kind of not what we expected. Let me give you an example. So, my client Aga got a voucher for a I don't know day, I think, some treatments in the spa as a birthday gift, and it was in the pre-COVID era, of course. So it's a perfect gift for a perfect self-care day, right? And Aga is she's a full of energy mom of three teenagers in her late 40s. And as so many of us, she has this tendency to overdo, overwork, overgive, overworry, overplease, and so on and so on. So she's someone who is like in desperate need of a good quality self care, and a voucher to a spa. So what does Aga do with her Thursday gift? So first of all, like she waits and waits with making the appointment because it's never a good time to take a day just for herself. There's always plenty of more important things she needs to attend to. But finally, she decides to make the appointment, mainly because the expiry date is coming to an end and she doesn't want to seem like ungrateful to the person who had given her this gift. So the day of the appointment comes and she wakes up, Sunday morning, all tense and stressed because it seems that the timing is terrible. Uh, she feels like there's so many other things that she should be doing on that day. She promised her husband to help him in the garden. She promised her daughter to give her a lift somewhere. She was to do some shopping with her mom. Uh, and then it's really it's really difficult for her like to tell all of these people that she won't be available to do all this today. And of course, as she gets up and meets her husband, he completely forgot that he is taking this day out. So he gets like a bit cranky, to say the least, about it. And her daughter snaps at her and just goes to her room. So it's not a very nice beginning to her self-care day. But still, like she gathers like all of her determination. She goes to the car, like almost withholding her tears because her husband makes like a few really like sarcastic remarks about spas in general. So she gets into her car. She drives to the place. She gets there like 10 minutes late. Rushes into the door. She tries to hurry her massage therapist. She goes to the spa and really sits there giving out to herself. Uh, on the one hand, for taking this day out just for herself, and on the other hand, for not being able to enjoy it. Uh, she keeps checking the time and like she leaves as soon as possible to go back home and to attend to everybody else's needs. So, how self caring this Sunday really was. And I'd say like not much. But isn't it like a very extreme example? And I don't think so. Because have you ever gone like for a long walk to the park, just to ruminate on your life and how mostly nasty and miserable it is? Or have you decided to treat yourself, to a big piece of chocolate cake and then got like sucked up into the spiral of guilt and shame? Have you said no to someone just to do finally something good for yourself, and then the guilt like spoiled all of your pleasure. Have you ever jumped to a bathtub with essential oils to have a nice, relaxing time, and then found yourself like scrolling through Facebook for all of the time? We've all like been there. Uh, so true and authentic self-care is not really about what we do, but more about how we do this. And it's first and foremost about how we treat ourselves, how we talk to ourselves, how we think about ourselves, and how we prioritize when others come into play. So today I would like you to play and experiment with how you do things, especially on the days that you are really that you're really choosing to take better care of yourself, and to create, a new alternative, much more nourishing version of self-care Sunday. So to do this, I would like to tell about 3 habits that you can start practicing right away this coming weekend, uh, to really get this gentle but very radical shift in your relationship with yourself. So the first one is to slow down and to do one thing at a time. And I know multitasking is probably your middle name. It's your second nature, or maybe even your first nature. And I know it's unavoidable, like in the fast pace of our lives. There's so much we need to fit into our days. But if you overuse this skill, it puts a huge pressure on your nervous system. And it keeps your nervous system, as a result, in this protection or defense mode. Yes, so it's all about fight or flight, or freeze. Or what happens most often, staying on the verge of this response. So nothing intense is happening, but still there is this subtle but constant, persistent tension and a state of like vigilance that doesn't allow you to relax fully. Uh, so the moments of multitasking are necessary, and the skill can save your day, but your body, your heart, your mind, they really need to find a few moments during the day or a few days during the month, when you can really slow down and focus and be present with one thing at a time. And Self Care Sunday is just the perfect time to do this, isn't it? So, whatever you choose to do this coming Sunday, whether it's like cook your Sunday lunch, or like read a book, talk to your friend, to your child, to your partner or spouse, uh, try for a moment to leave everything else on the side and to fully focus on this one thing. Shut down all the distractions, yes, and be fully present for what is happening in the moment. Focus on your breath, focus on your physical sensations. How is your body feeling doing what you're doing? Notice like what's happening around you. Notice what can you see, what you can listen, what you can hear, what you can smell, what you can feel on your skin even, so that you can really come into the experience of this moment. Uh, no change of plans necessary, no extra time necessary. You just go through your days as planned. But as you do whatever you choose to do, just do it a bit slower and with a bit more presence. So that's number one. Number two is a bit more challenging sometimes, but I really encourage you to try. Number two is about being gentle with yourself. It's about speaking kindly to yourself, listening to yourself attentively, and embracing yourself just the way you are. Because if you truly listened to what's going on in your head for one full day, I'm sure you would get like quite surprised, or even shocked, it is shocking to realize how much judgment, harsh criticism, belittling, demeaning is happening in our minds, like most of the time. And there is also plenty of this pushing, that you need to try hard, that you need to give more effort to something, that you need to try harder, that you need to be better, to do better. There's this constant push coming from the inside. Now, if you were to spend a week of your life with a person who behaved like this, I'm sure you would try to get rid of them as soon as possible. Yet we all tolerate, like not only tolerate this kind of a bullying that is happening inside, but we also sometimes think that we deserve it. So on this self-care Sunday, I really invite you to try something else instead. Uh, I invite you to soften your energy and to practice saying it's okay. So it's about like letting go for a moment of all the struggle, of all the effort, of all the trying hard, and allowing things and allowing yourself to be just the way you are. So it's okay to enjoy yourself, it's okay to have fun, it's okay to choose whatever you're choosing to do. And it's also equally okay to feel tired, to feel guilty, to feel crap. It's okay for things to not work out as you expected. It's okay for other people to be just as they are on that day. Whatever is going on in you and around you, just practice just being okay with it. And if it's challenging, and it always is at the start, just keep reminding yourself that it is just for this one day, just for Self Care Sunday. And then you can repeat this on Monday if you want to. But this is a little trick just to keep to make your mind feel more at peace with what's going on. So for this one day, just treat yourself as you would your best friend ever, with gentleness, with kindness, with respect, and with this embracing of you, of your life, of other people in your life, just as you all are. And the last one. And the last one is to practice radical gratitude. Gratitude is one of the easiest and most pleasant and most powerful ways to practice self care and self love. And also to invite much more peace into your life and joy as well. Because like if you feel stressed and tensed most of the time, your mind is focused mostly on negatives, so you kind of tend to not notice all the things that are good and positive in your life. And that is because like you don't feel safe. You are in this, as we said earlier, in this protect and defend mode. So necessarily like your mind is focused on all the threats uh, being out there somewhere in your environment and inside you as well. So gratitude brings a beautiful antidote to all this. uh, but remember, this is the third step. So when my clients complain that gratitude doesn't work for them, it's usually because they didn't do the first two steps. So without slowing down and being really present with what's going on in you and around you, and even more without choosing to embrace and be kind and gentle and accepting for whatever is going on right now, gratitude might be like a bit of a bypass. So you might be tempted to use it not to get in touch with all the uncomfortable or unpleasant things that are happening. So that's not what we want to do. We want to embrace and acknowledge the pain, the suffering, the difficulty that is happening, but also or alongside. Find things that are really working well and that are amazing and that bring this sense of true appreciation to our hearts. So, the best, the easiest, the simplest practice for your self care Sunday can be just saying thank you. Just saying thank you as many times as you can throughout your day. So, this is about noticing things that you normally take for granted and just saying thank you. Thank you for waking up in the warm bed in the morning. Thank you for my coffee. Thank you for sunshine. Thank you for rain. Thank you for my body, for the fact that I can see and hear and taste things and smell them, that I can move, that I can use my hands and hug a loved one. We take all of this for granted. And if we refocus ourselves and really train our mind a bit to appreciate things more, uh, this can make all the difference. And it's not only about words. I mean, words help, but it is more about the feeling, finding this warm appreciation in your heart, even for a tiny little thing. And I promise you, a self care Sunday like this will make all the difference. So, whatever your plans are for this coming Sunday, no need to change anything. Just go on with your day as planned, but choose to really focus on one thing at a time, being fully present in your body, feeling the sensations as you do it, and then choosing to be gentle and kind and compassionate towards yourself, towards things happening in your life right now, and towards others in your life as well. And then finding all of these little things that are so amazing and that you can really genuinely feel grateful for. And I promise you, if you do this for the whole day, you will have a little glimpse into what true and authentic self care and self love look like and what it can do for your physical health, for your emotional well being, for your peace of mind, for your energy levels, and for your relationships, like big time for your relationships. So I hope you will give it a go. And please just drop me a message saying how it worked out for you. I'm really, really curious. So thanks a million. Enjoy your long weekend and bye for now.